Hi again, Greg from TrumpTrader.com. Just want to do some analysis on the Euro US. I know that my video is probably blinking, so I'm just going to draw a quick trend line. I took one trade today on the Euro US, and it was a loss at -20, which doesn't affect me in the least, and that's where you should be at as a trader as well, where your trades are not thought about, you're moved on. And that's incredibly important, if not the most important part of trading, is controlling your emotions and realizing that trading is just a probability game, and there's always going to be the next trade. So as long as you're taking good edges, you will start making money. And as long as you're kind of understanding how the market is moving, and you're right 60-70% of the time, you will start making money as long as you have your money management in place and you're taking at least 2-to-1 ratio of risk reward. And that's a very, very important aspect of the market. So as of right now, we're still in an uptrend until proven otherwise. Some of my trades I like to do kind of short term. So when I post on my blog, I do a couple of short term trades. But as far as long term, we are still in an uptrend until proven otherwise, and I would like to see us go and close beneath, as of right now, 48.60, and that would be, in my mind, a start to a downtrend. But we're not there yet. We're still in an uptrend, so let's take it at that. So I'm just going to draw out a couple horizontal support resistance lines here. There's one. As you can see, like, even when the price broke out from this sort of area where it was having issues, it really was a massive congestion area. It just did not want to get past. So I still went with the trend. I took a buy along around here, and my stop loss was roughly around here. So I kind of knew when the price got to this point that it was kind of fed up at being at that price, and I was fine with it. I took my trade and I went with it, and it didn't work out. But I took one on the pound today that I didn't post. That worked out quite well, so I made a little bit of pips today, not a lot, but I did make some. So that's the whole point: is you want to be right sometimes, but you don't have to be right every single time. So just get over that, and you'll be a decent trader. So I'm just going to draw a couple other trend lines here. If the price does go up and it does close past, say 48.60, and it closes below here on an hourly candle, I would be looking at getting in on a short. One of the reasons why I'm not really worried about whether the price goes up or down is because I kind of just follow where the price tells me, and I kind of zoom into the market and I kind of see where these little channels are going. Like right now we're at the 1 hour, so I'm just going to move over here, and if I were to do a buy, which I might set before I go to bed, I would do buy and put my long in right around here or right around here, and do a stop loss below here. And that I'd be happy if I lost or won that, and I put my take profit here. Like, it could go tomorrow, if this is an accurate trend line, we could go as high as 5100, and tomorrow, the next day. That's just what the channel is telling us. I'm not saying that's going to go there, but it could go there, or it could be really tired of going in an uptrend, and we could be going low. We just don't know. We just let the price go where it wants to go, and we just get in when we can. So I'll tell you a couple of clues what I look for. What I do is, when I draw my trend lines, I zoom out and I look at the hourly or the 3 hour or the daily, and then I kind of zoom in to see what kind of edge I can see. So right now I'll look at going to the 5-minute, and I'll go back to like today at some point. So this is basically early in the morning, and you can kind of see, like, I just see right away, kind of a rough channel like that. So what I do is I kind of like say, okay, this is where the price channel is going, and I don't mind going counter trend trading. And this is basically what it is. You're going against the trend, and putting in little sells here. You could do this once you get comfortable with it. Putting in shorts. I'm not up at this time, so I don't take the trades. But you could put sells in here, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's completely fine. And so what I see here is sometimes these channels will be angled right and sometimes they won't. You don't know. But, and I'm going to draw another little messy, like this is kind of how I look at it. This is kind of a short-term sort of trend, support, resistance line, and kind of gives my mind an idea of what the price is trying to do. So what happens in my mind is that the price breaks out of these support channels here, these support points, resistance points. If it breaks out of it, if it breaks out of it, then this is where I'd put my long in, where I did 830. I put in a long, and the price came below here, and I took my loss. And it just basically said to me, it's kind of tired of following this trend. It doesn't want to go up in the shorter term, and I got out. And if I was going to trade, I'd be looking at getting in on a short, which I didn't. I kind of waited out patiently, and that's just how I traded it. Another way you could look at it is that here's another resistance line. It kind of tried going through it. It got pushed back to the end, and then this acted as resistance again. So there's two ways you could do it. You could have drawn yourself a trend line, or you could do the support resistance horizontal way, and it broke through, came back. All the people that were long shorted, and it came into a drop. And when you zoom out, you can kind of get the long-term target, and this is how you'd kind of figure out the long-term target. So little ways like that, you can kind of figure out where the price is going. If you're trading in the afternoon, you can kind of see like this. You can kind of like do a rough estimate as to where the price is going in your mind. Take it from the bottom and go here, and you can see the price followed up. Couldn't continue in this path, so it went out, followed the bottom of this trend line, and then made its way down. So a clue that you could use is, this is always the way it's going to work, is if the price leaves the channel, it likes to, if it hugs it, it still may hug it up, but it means that it's tired of that direction, so it's going to create a new direction. So that's what your mind has to figure out. Like, you can do some basic analysis or some advanced analysis, but it really comes down to where the price is going and trying to figure out where the price is going with these trend lines. And once you see an edge, and if two things match up, then take the trade. What I had here is I took the trade on the pound that correlates with the euro around here, and I took about 40 pips there. I didn't post it, but that's the trade that I took. So I'm up about 20 pips today. Nothing to be too proud of, but I did all right. But that's the key, is keeping your emotions under control and doing your analysis. And once you understand how the market moves, take your edges. And if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Doesn't matter. Move on to the next trade. Anyways, so that's my analysis for the euro. I think we're still in an uptrend. I would say if the price can close around the 48.60ish mark, I would say we could be going to a downtrend, and the price would come up and it would bounce off the 4900 and it would come back down, or else we can look at going in long here, and the price could go past this congestion area and up into here tomorrow. It's October 21st tomorrow, so somewhere in here. And that's another thing that I'd like to talk about actually is time, the factor of time, how it works. So that'll be another lesson I'll talk about. Anyways, I'll sign off here, and good trading. Take care.